You're welcome to Explore Insight. In this video, I want to treat another example for binary arithmetic multiplication. So this is like part 2 where I will be talking about binary multiplication. Now, the difference with this is it has decimal point. So it's important for me to treat this so you can have knowledge on this part, especially when you're faced with this kind of question during the exam period. So here we are asked to multiply 1001.11 in base 2 by 111.01 in base 2. So our result is expected to also be in base 2. So all we need to do is to spread out this value you can see here and then multiply by this. So we are going to go through this multiplication step by step. So how many digits do we have here? That's 5, like not considering the decimal points, just 5. So we are going to multiply each of them through the upper value you can see here. So 1 multiply this is going to give us a result of 1 1 1 0 0 1, because anything multiplied by 0 is literally 0. Now we'll take this 0 to go through this multiplication. Now 0 times 1 will give us 0, 0 times 1 will give us 0, 0 times 1 will give us 0, 0 times 0 will give us 0, 0 times 0 will give us 0, and 0 times 1 will give us 0. Now take note that I didn't start from this part, so that's the rule. You go to the next value to start the multiplication. So for the third step, which is this, 1 multiply will multiply through these values. So we're going to have 1 times 1, so I'm starting here, 1, 1 times 1, 1, 1 times 1, 1, 1 times 0, 0, 1 times 0, 0, 1 times 1, 1. So for the other one, we're going to multiply this through, and that will be like the fourth step. So this is where we are going to start with for this one. That's this value multiplying through here. We'll start here. So this is the value we'll have. And then the last one, we're going to still multiply through, and we're going to have similar values too. But this time it's going to start here. That's the fifth step. It's going to start here. Now, with all this, we are going to add all the values. So the summation. So with this summation, we are also applying the basic rule for binary addition. Now, what does it state? 0 plus 0 will be 0. 0 plus 1 will be 1. 1 plus 0 will be 1. 1 plus 1 will be 0, carry 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 will be 1, carry 1. So let's see how it applies here. So I'm just saying this from my previous video on binary addition, so you can quickly look at that video so that you can understand the basic rule for binary addition. So let's continue. So in this part, we don't have any value to sum up with. So for the 1, we're going to have 1. 1 plus 0, we have 1. 1 plus 0 plus 1 will have 1, carry 1. Okay, 1 plus 0 plus 1, we're going to have 0, carry 1. So the blue here is the carry value. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, we're going to have 1, carry 1. So in this case, we have 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. That is 4 ones addition. So let me take you to this rule. It states that have a record that 1 plus 1 will be 0, carry 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 will be 1, carry 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 will be 0, carry 1 plus 1. So now this 1 plus 1 will carry on with the binary again. So in this part, 1 plus 1 will be 0, carry 1. So let me explain this. It means this will be the present digit, this will be the next digit, and this one will be the second next digit. That means this carry 1 will be the second next digit. So how do we apply this? So come down here. Now where we have 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, it's going to be 0. That means this 0, carry 1. 0, carry 1. So this one, we are going to put it here. So this 0 is what we have here. Okay? So don't get confused. This 0 is here, and the 1 is the next digit after this one we are going to put here. So let's continue with what we have. So 1 plus this 0 has no effect. Plus 1 plus 1, it will be 1, carry 1 according to this rule. 1, carry 1. So 1, carry 1 will be here. So how many carries do we have now? We have applied 2 carries 1, right? So this is 1 plus 1 plus 1 will be 1, carry 1 according to this rule. Okay, 1 carry 1. So we have down here 1 plus 1 will be 0 carry 1 from this rule. So, and here we have 1 plus 1 will be 0 carry 1. Okay, now we have the 1 here. So 1 plus 1 will be 0 carry 1. In this last one, it has no other value to add up with, so it will be 1. So please take note that the carry 1 is what I indicated as the blue color 1 here. Okay, so with that, we're going to, next thing we're going to do is to check how many decimal places do we have. So we have 1 2 3 4. So with that value, we're going to go 1 2 3 4 and put the decimal points here. Okay, so do we want to confirm the value if we're correct? Yes, we can go ahead to do that. So let's go on with a cross check. So 1001.11, when we convert it in base 10, we are going to have 9.75, and whereas the other one we are going to have 7.25. Now if you punch your calculator, you're going to have 70.6875. Now let's check also from here. Now we know that starting from here, we'll have 2 raised to the power 0, 2 raised to the power 1, 2 raised to the power 2, 2 raised to the power 3, 2 raised to the power 4, 2 raised to the power 5, 2 raised to the power 6. And that will give us 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. Okay, and for this, which is 2 raised to the power minus 1, because here is 2 raised to the power 0. For the decimal, after the decimal point, we have 2 raised to the power minus 1, 2 raised to the power minus 2, 2 raised to the power minus 3, 2 raised to the power minus 4. So we have 1 over 2 for this, because 2 raised to the power minus 1 is literally 1 over 2. And for this, we have 1 over 4, here we have 1 over 8, and here we have 1 over 16. Now, let's take the ones that are relevant. The relevant ones are the one that has 1. So we have 1 here, which is 64. We have 1 here, which is 4. We have 1 here, which is 2. So 64 plus 4 plus 2 will give us 70. Now, let's look at the other part after the decimal. It's decimal point. So we have 1 over 2, which is important, plus 1 over 8, which is important, plus 1 over 16. So 1 over 2 plus 1 over 8 plus 1 over 16 will give us 0.6875. Now, if you add 70 plus 0.6875, it's going to give us 70.6875. So this is all about the binary arithmetic multiplication, especially when you have decimal points. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So do well to subscribe and like this video, and also hit the notification bell so that when I upload new content, you'll be informed about it. So have a nice time. Bye.